So, I realized after I stopped playing last time that I still haven't found the last piece. It's supposed to be not far from unnatural iciness, so it's somewhere in this area. And I want to definitely, be done with this place as much as I can. So let's set up a camp and then immediately leave. Do kind of wish they gave the option to just fast travel there instead of setting up a camp, but maybe it'll be an update. So we're looking for an unfinished statue here. Although is that it? Looks like a leg. I'm gonna laugh if it's just right here. There is a note here. A note is affixed to this statue, miraculously legible despite its clear age. Alright, if you come back, know that I broke your statue on purpose. It's because you were an idiot and you should be punished. If not for your ridiculous quest, Demintier would still be here. He went out there because of you, so I'm destroying your statue. You had a terrible eye for proportions anyway. Oh, I gotta check something real quick. 1 second. Okay, we're good. Sorry. So I'm hoping that it's just... I'm hearing glistening noises. The Nern chest noise. And hey, look at that. Well, we got some more of that stuff. We got the lockbox. Also, wait, I'm gonna do something real quick, because one other thing that happened was in the last update they added a toggle HUD button. I'm gonna switch that to H, which I forgot to actually hit confirm because I don't pay attention sometimes. So great job, me. Apply. There we go. I'm gonna start taking more little personal pictures for my goofy little thumbnails. Hoarder's note. The handwriting in this note is crumpled, ugly, and almost unreadable. Only a few sentences are legible. Pargrunen trinkets. They're going to be worth something one day, though. Just have to wait. Let the demand grow. Hopefully no one will find my collection before then. Hey, I found your collection.
Looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out.
Yeah. Thankfully, I'm right next to a... Oh. I accidentally dashed. Actually, you know what? I'm dumb. Because another thing that happened was they added toggle walk on the caps lock. Now I can walk around. Woo! This was like a week ago, too. Ugh. Ah, well. Let's set up our camp. Put the statue together, inevitably hear a conversation along the way. Oh, distant voices murmur. Let them lull you. Dream.
It cannot be a god. This is preposterous.
Yes, but have you seen what has passed before? The most preposterous things are always true. A god unbound to us. What does it feel? What does it think? It fascinates us.
It is not one of us. We must be sure of its intent.
Let's hear more about Sabadell's motives.
Intent. Action. We do not hear a melody in this god's motives. It is a neophyte, thinking how it will.
Am I to believe it is ignorant of its power?
Even a child at play steps on ants in the garden.
Just this once, I wish you would make sense.
Let's hear about Sabadell's play. I like that I have a choice to listen to specific voices.
Will it create? Or or destroy. It thrills us.
If we cannot quantify this god, we cannot be sure that it will not challenge us one day.
Carry it before the lunge, then.
I will not act now, but I will watch and wait. I will not brook another Wodika, from outside or within.
Huh.
Adds a little culture to the camp, doesn't it?
Yeah. So is this one, let's see the total things. Eyes of the Obscured, critical hits deal a high random accumulation. Second one casts Shadowing Beyond. Extra crit chance, intellect and perception. Activating a level 15 or 20 ability grants damage reduction for 10 seconds. And restoring essence restores a little bit of health. I think I have the Schemer, which Constitution and Dexterity are good. I think if I had Perception and Dexterity, I'd take it, but I am using Dexterity and Perception, so this wouldn't be bad. And I like the random accumulation. I think I've been sort of, you know, swapping around them for each zone.
Marius?
Nope. There we go.
I'm wondering about something.
What's that?
How do we keep finding Zorobs on every continent? They don't strike me as the seafaring type.
Oh, that's simple. Zarbs probably stow away on merchant ships or ride on the back of dragons or something like that.
What if Aora was once a single landmass, and the Zorob tribes drifted apart over the years? Could that be possible?
Well, that's a theory. You might need to look into it some more before telling it to anyone else, of course.
I'm pretty sure you're overthinking it. It's like rats. You see them everywhere too, but they don't have their own navy either.
Yeah, but
You're right. But I like my theory.
yeah, rats definitely did stow away on vessels, though. They spread the Black Plague. That was very well documented. And then the other thing we need to do before we head out, I want to turn in Mapping the Living Lands. We have to go back to Dawnshore and Paradise, Hightown, Paradise Hightown, and talk to Sansa. Woo. Northern Paradise. Is there? There is a beacon. There is some bacon here. Though I wonder if we're skipping things by just skipping all the way through and not just talking to any guards along the way. Because I did talk about that a while back. Oh, yes.
They will never take our home.
Are they getting louder? I'm not mad at it. Wonder what the top word says. I know, like I talked about, this was... Funny thing is, the Paradise Hightown episode came out on YouTube, like, either today or last week. And, yeah, I'm back here again.
You're back. What have you found?
Well, Wilfrith is dead, but he made a good progress on his map at Shatterscarp.
Ah, poor Wilfrid. A keen eye for botany. He loved to write about the plants he found. Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn up soon.
Yeah, anything for sale that's cool? Do I have anything for sale? Nope. Alright. Well, I don't expect there to be much story here because I've already done everything that I care about, although there is one fast travel beacon I have not found. I might as well, you know, try to clear things out a little bit. I was kind of hoping a while back, because this collapsed gatehouse was supposed to be an old path to Emerald Stair, that maybe there was a secret passageway that led back here. But no, we had to take the long way around and still ended up over here. Oh well. But if we look at this map, I don't think it's going to be in Northern Paradise because we've looked through all of this. But, where could we see anywhere that's got like a blank space? probably Ivana's threshold, but anywhere else that would make sense, because they're usually pretty consistent, and they tend to alternate between like beacons and fast travel camps. There could, I'm thinking like this area, just because there's a big blank space in transit, you know. Nah, because that's close to 2 of these. This is close to that. So, ooh, we're gonna travel back to the first party camp. Nostalgic. It's all wet. Ugh. So let's go north and hope we find this thing. It's gonna be funny if it was just like on the path, because we kind of didn't take the path directly, you know? Is that it right there? I mean, that is a fast travel beacon. Is it the one we haven't found yet? That is. Hey, let's kill some level 1 creatures just for the fun of it.
Next one's mine.
I stunned you immediately. I love that. Can't get that in Oblivion. Auto scaling.
Another win, but who's counting?
I was playing Oblivion recently. I can only play Oblivion if I like heavily mod it, because I just don't care for level scaling and the basic ass world design. The only thing I really love about that game is Patrick Stewart saying he had a dream about me. You know, I never actually checked this place out. How many people just collapsed?
The dream skirts are gone. But at what cost? Gods,
Hey.
even more dead.
Yeah, people just collapsed and y'all didn't even bother burying them, huh? Hey.
Impossible to say how long we've got before they come again. A week, or maybe 2.
I think since I am still just sort of exploring, wrapping up Shatterscarp, I might head back to that little research cave where the spiders were and the dream thralls over there. See if all 3 of them are still alive or if any of them dropped dead. I think I killed this guy. I don't know. But it should be a pretty quick jaunt just down this little ramp, right? I think it's just right at the end of this. Yeah. Look at that. Still got the sulfur water. Ugh. Nasty. It's a forbidden root beer. Hey, I got some more migrant or electric lily seeds. Migrant's Fury is the fire one. And we want to go this way. Scadecliff Grove. Shade? I don't know. A lot of the pronunciations in this game are kind of weird. Are we still alive? Oh yeah, you're all still alive. But you're going to die, so, you know. Good stuff to think about. I'm just gonna fast travel to the gatehouse. I can't fast travel in this cave. Okay, rude. Can I fast travel from outside of the cave? Yes. And where are we going? This way. I like that the gatehouses all look the same, at least. There's consistency in the architecture. It also kind of looks like the gate to Parodies. Like the main one from the south end. Hey, bud, your friend died.
Safe travels to you.
Thanks. Oh, we're gonna go to the party camp.
Ludwig may have a skull for a face, but her fury was clear enough. If her path crosses ours again, it'll be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. We've thwarted her twice now. She keeps burrowing deeper into the living lands.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
Huh. Even Ludwig has a weakness. We just have to discover it if we want to stop her.
My vote's on a pack of small, enthusiastic dogs.
Ha, because she's made of
Wait.
bones.
Was that an if?
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I'll deal with her if I have to. I can.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of Sokka.
You know something we don't?
Generally, debatable, but about the garden, definitely. You won't find a blessed a thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Padraku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a blessed a oracle to know this won't go how you think it will.
I want to find the cause of the Dream Scourge, and the garden's our best clue.
And all your clues come from one source. You've been following a voice in your head. What do you know about Soppadal? How do you know you can trust them?
Well, they're not just in my head, they have a connection to the Adra here.
I hate to be the voice of reason, but we are talking about a god. There are limits to what we can even comprehend.
I have a powerful connection to my blessed a flute, but I'm not about to take orders from it.
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so.
You've been acting odd since we left Emerald Stair. What's up with you?
Oh, I've been acting odd. Me. Need I remind you that we're talking about jumping off a cliff because your head voices tell us to? I'm done here. Do whatever blessed a planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Some things really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what.
I can talk to him.
Be gentle with him. Or if not gentle, understanding.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
So is he just like, oh, he's still there, cool. This is a neat little camp space. Is this... It's not on the map. Yeah, this might be a good look at this map again. I like it. The naked map. Hey.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit.
I feel like this isn't about the map or the garden.
It is. And it isn't. I'm not sure what it is, really. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat. My ears ring. I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying.
Breathe, bud. You're safe here.
Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
All right. Any last minute conversations? No? Good. Then I want to look at graphics again because I don't like what's going on with Yatzli's face. That probably sounded worse than I meant it to. God, it'd be funny if foliage quality was also her hair, but I feel like it's a shading thing because I think what's happening is she has a bunch of little hairs on her face and they're all casting shadows. And it's looking weird. Maybe I'll turn off ray tracing. Well, I have to restart the game to do that. Never mind. I don't need frame generation. It's already off. If I turn down the shadow quality... Hey, nope.
They really must stop me.
That didn't help. Alright.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
That's bugging me. Huh. Well, I'm turning this back up if it's not that. What if I turn the shading quality down?
Dearie.
I know shading and shadows aren't quite
They
the
really
same.
must.
But... Foliage? Let's see.
Sweet dreams on. We really must.
Yeah, this is weird. That just bugs me. Especially because she's got a unique ability that I kind of need, you know? Or is it at high or medium? I don't remember. I mean, it does look like an anti-aliasing issue, but eh.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay. Let's go. We're gonna take out Kai and put Marius in because it's his place, and I want him to suffer. Because he apparently doesn't want to be here. And Yatzli has the ability to dispel illusions, so she's important here. Oh.
Galawain's gonads. There isn't enough perfume in Aura. You lived here.
Oh. Hey.
Does this amuse you, seeing your kin caged like beasts?
No true kin would desert Solace. All we have are our oaths to Nandru, and you broke them.
Right. They're not the only ones either.
The damn oaths again. You might as well be the one in chains. Our founder, Nandru, didn't intend for his people to starve. I'd bet you my kidneys he didn't build Solace Keep so we can die of starvation in it. No, he would have wanted us to live.
Honestly, I don't care anymore. I'm getting too hungry to even think.
What's going on here? Why aren't you feeding your prisoners?
What's going on here is Pargrunen business. Stay out of it, Outlander.
Yeah, don't need a blessed outsider pretending they know anything. Move along.
Can't imagine why you even set foot here. These are Pargrunen lands, last I checked.
Meaning mind your tongue and your judgment while you're here, outsider. These folk have done much to deserve their cages.
Well, that's don't remind me. Pargrunen are a subculture of the mountain dwarves. Okay. The name came up a lot. Strange to see a prisoner defending the jailer.
Strange that you think we'd care about your opinion. Saka, get out of here.
And you assholes need to feed us.
There's no food. We barely have decent meals ourselves. Why waste any of it on people who won't stay and fight?
Saka, don't tell the outsider that. These bastards wanted to abandon the keep.
Look, I can be out of your beards if you tell me where the Godless Tower is.
Fine. Anything to be done looking at you.
Jeez.
Follow the main road north and then east. You'll find some dirt paths to follow after you hit the cliffs. Now mind your business.
Okay, have fun starving, weird-ass people. I have unspent attribute points. Did I level up and not notice it? Did I just level up? I did. Okay, cool. I've got... I believe 15 is the max. As far as, like... Yeah, it says right there, 15 max. Okay, so what do I want to get? I guess I should probably use the, like, level 15 or 20 abilities because I have that, passive ability with the, shrine, the little totem of whale. Flurry of Blows seems cool. Yeah, let's make our bear more powerful. Let him bear the load. Alright, well. Oh, this quest has a little skull on it. That's cool. That's like over here? Huh. Well then, it's time to go everywhere except for there, as usual. Because I see a box. Ooh, Balrog skin. Are we going to actually finally see some Balrogs here? There's a party camp right there. That's good to know. I like that, you know, each area has not only been... has been like a little more treacherous and dangerous. Because it kind of helps explain why there are higher level enemies and equipment found. Wait. Oh, okay, I don't like that. Hold on. Why did my... Oh, you know what? Because I had Kai there, that's why. Oh, that hurt. I'm dying a little bit. I don't like this skill being on the number, so maybe Shadow Step and Heartseeker. Binding Roots, I already have that ability, so it's not important as much. And then I'd like to have the missile battery on a button. And power attack. Haha. Got him. Absolute destruction.
Looks like the beetles have settled in nicely.
I mean, they broke up in the 70s, but yeah, for 1969-ish. They settled in pretty well, though. This is not the Godless Ruin I'm looking for, but it is a Godless Ruin, and that's pretty cool. Always cool stuff to be seen. Ooh, is this a special? No, it's not a special sword, but it is a nice sword. It's a great sword. I have to jump here to get there. This, okay, I don't know why, but that right there reminded me of like Spyro the Dragon. Just the way this little platform is just inaccessible other than jumping. I don't know why Spyro specifically. Maybe because it's just a relatively open 3D platformer.
God,
Oh.
Just the smell in here makes me wish I hadn't eaten today.
Oh boy. Oh hey, a treasure map.
Someone's eager to meet us.
Where is it? Oh hey.
Would that even hurt them?
Oh god, there's more. I like that. Huh. Why did that just have no stun meter? Let's sneak. I just noticed everyone has something to say right now except for Yatsli down in the bottom left. You stay still for a second. We're gonna kill your children. Actually, I'm gonna do more. Haha. Get fucking electrocuted, loser. Oh, well, that worked. Is that Matermare? Are we dealing with like the Cars universe? Oh, that lightning bolt hit all the water. Oh hell. Oh hell. Oh, thank you. Wait, am I gonna hit both of them? That'd be kind of funny. Kinda. I did hit both of them that time, definitely. Get electrocuted. Thank you. Now get power attacked. Yeah! Alright. Oh god, that did hurt. Damn, why is this stone beetle like higher difficulty than the actual boss we just killed? The hell? You know what? All this talk, and I forgot to actually summon the bear. And I could summon the spiders. Yeah. Oh, hell, Marius, you went down. Oops, let me help with that. There we go. Not great, but it'll do. This place really bugs me. Okay, where is the big boss beetle? There you are. You go down. I'm out of essence. I used all of it. Just pinning that guy. I was gonna do that and then turn invisible. It didn't work. Okay. Didn't even need to power attack you.
Nice work.
You're right. It was nice work. Oh, there's mushrooms growing on the dead body. Is there any cool loot inside of this thing? Matriarch's... Or that was a bounty. Okay, cool. Just sort of stumbled into a bounty. I'm okay with that. I see a illusion up there. Wonder if I would get an ability to dispel illusions.
We've got company. Easy when you do it.
What, murder? I guess murder is easy when I do it. I don't know why I'm sticking with the archivist right now. I also still haven't bothered looking up how to actually pronounce that. Please die. Thank you. You've done a service to your community by dying. Well,
try growing up with that volcano on the horizon. You learn early on how fragile life can be.
oh, it looks hot. Alright, so I'm way over here. Oh, so, wait. Is the volcano a visitable thing, or is that, like, over here? Because it looks like there's a space right here. But anyways, I'm going the wrong way because I saw that illusion and I want to get to it. I think it's up this way. Yeah! Hey, dispel.
That's done.
Yeah. Oh. Nice little camp here. 2 bedrolls. Is that an aqueduct that's broken? Maybe it's like a lava duct. I mean, it looks like there's something dripping. Oh, hell. A priest.
Take him down.
Fellas. Ah. Oh, nice. Again, I'm surprised that the skeletons are all, like, human-sized. I'd expect dwarf skeletons. Yeah. Hey. I see a camp as well. That looks like oil almost because of the. I forgot the word. Iridescence.
Camp is empty. Do you think they might have left behind snacks? They certainly left everything else.
Raluku's expedition journal. I should have known that when Gabral said this job would be easy, he just wanted to get us on our way before the council could change their minds. Can't believe any of these old mud and shit aqueducts are still standing. How did anyone ever build anything this way? But hey, at least it's something to work with, nothing a little Pargrunen engineering can't improve. Still, the first problem is getting the source of the water, all the way in the slumbering fields. Looks like there's a spot where we can cross over the lava flow just to the northwest. Those eyes of Rimmergan that Doru packed will come in handy as long as we don't hit too many bumps on our way. Gabral should have sent a team with paving stones first.
So the expedition is in the slumbering fields, just across the deadly valley full of lava. Wagon tracks, heading toward the slumbering fields. Looks like they went this way.
Okay.
Another hunt, another meal for all of us. I wonder if it'll taste any better this time.
It better be after that burrower. Damn leg still hurts. Are you sure there's not anything else you can give me for the pain?
You will heal up all right. Don't worry. It will be sore for a while, but you'll be good to go soon. I am happy to hunt. I will leave talk to Solace.
Something must have killed everyone down in Shatterscarp. I just can't wrap my head around it.
Is there any way we can make sure what happened in Shatterscarp doesn't happen here?
Well, the wizard that did it isn't going to be around, so it's not going to happen again. Unless you mean just the plague. Wait.
Need to get to this before the mortar dries.
Radu, be reasonable. We can't live out here like this.
Listen, we're besieged by Mali and her outsiders. Lorraine still begs me to search for the missing Adiran merchant convoy, but we're stretched too thin even for that. I only ask you to hold on a bit longer until our replacement comes.
I will try. But this can't last.
Oh, what a large tower. Do you think the Watchers are compensating for something?
No.
If you're buying, I'm selling.
I've been told I might find a smith that can work this somewhere here.
I'm not quite sure what you're holding there. But if anyone can help you, it's Forge Master Della. You can find them in the forge in Solace Keep, if they'll let you inside.
Don't worry about that. We have our ways.
Oh, not my problem either way. Did you want to buy anything?
Yeah. Are you allowed to trade with me, actually?
Ugh. Oh, don't worry. We're long past that.
Right. You've had your fun. Let the poor Nimdude get back to work.
Let's see what you got. This is Warden Quartermaster's Supplies. You've got a few unique things. Ooh, Sky Mother's Embrace. Plus 3% damage reduction, 20% move speed. Slaying a sky dragon is no easy feat, but that is exactly what happened in order for this armor to have been created. The reflective teal scales of the dragon are brilliant in hue, and the purple plumage completes the look of the armor. If nothing else, it is certainly eye-catching. Though dragons are known to be solitary, territorial creatures, it is rumored that in the northernmost reaches of the living lands there is a conclave of sky dragons that rule together over their mountainous territory. If these rumors are true, then it's likely that this armor was made from the slain form of one of those dragons. I don't love that implication there. What about this? There's a one-handed wand, cruel command, a ranged weapon, unique. Power attacks deal plus 75% stun damage to enemies with full health, and hits deal plus 10% bonus fire damage. One of the two legendary armaments favored by Fesa Adaris, a fire godlike arcane knight of the Steel Garrote from centuries past. That is a lot of words. This wand, made by her hand, was imbued with some of her own divine fire to bring the searing justice of the Bird Queen to Oathbreakers and heretics alike. Fesa was said to have a uniquely terrifying presence about her, able to end a fight before it began with naught but a spoken command as her enemies found themselves rooted in place through sheer terror. Those of strong enough will to resist would find themselves on the receiving end of cruel command with two choices: cower and submit, or be reduced to ash. Okay. That's wild. I don't know how to feel about that. Do you have anything that's cool? Adrabon? That looks like it's the upgrade material for this 5th rank. Oh, a treasure map. My loyal shield. Many a time have I carried the shield into war. What has it gotten me? I've survived to see no good come of my work. None of the prosperity I find myself vowed would ever come ever did. No peace, only more war, so be it. The next time I go into battle, it'll be without my loyal protector. Let it serve another. Wow, that's a very descriptive. Well, I guess there's like a hill with a bunch of scaffolding on it. I was going to say crafting materials. That's not the right word. I'll buy one of these. And then stock up on lockpicks. Alright. Do I have anything that I don't need? Opal. I'll sell my Aladra. I'm not going to be upgrading any, like, base level stuff right now. Anything I just don't need for rings. Yeah, these blue ones I'm probably not going to be using much. Total wealth, eh. I still have my court gloves. I'm glad I remembered to not get rid of those immediately. I'm not going to be able to sell enough to buy this thing anyways, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Alright. Whoa. Wasn't I in there earlier? Huh.
Another Adiran. Damned if I ever saw the like. So you're the envoy they reported at the gate. Beats turning away the refugees from Shatterscarp, at least. Is it true that many drop dead suddenly?
Yep.
Gods. Well, at least we're safe here. And better off, I think, for having you here. The sentries were right about you. You have the same features as Arnandru. Taller, of course, but nevertheless. Wait, is that you, Marius?
Gods, here we go.
What happened to your accent? Did you lose it?
I did. So Nimdudes like you would ask dumb questions.
Well, good to see you alive, regardless. You know what? I'm going to treat this as a good omen. Nandru himself knows we need one out here.
I appreciate that he's happy with that. Why is that, though? Things not looking good for you in the Tusks? Well, actually, no. You mentioned I looked like Nandru. Who's that?
Founder of Solace Keep. They have a statue of him there. You both share similar features around the face, huh? Anyway, the Tusks never offered us much, and that was before the beetles rose in their numbers. Never mind the Zorips, or the Dream Scourge, or fucking Amalia.
Sounds like you're overburdened. Maybe I can help.
I don't know what there is to do. The beetles and Zorips come back faster than we can cut them down, and Amalia... gods, where do I even start? She and I used to command this tower in turn. I and my wardens kept watch while she and hers rested in the keep. And so too the reverse. Until her last watch, that is. When she and her wardens abandoned their post and marched on the gate and tried to leave.
Why'd they do that?
Because life in the tower is torture. We're low on supplies. The Vastes are leaning against us. They had made a request to the keep for aid. After it was denied, her warden spoke of mutiny. And after that, well, fighting broke out at the gate. My wardens and I rushed from our leave when we heard the alarms. Drove Amalia back. Now she set up camps in the Vastes. Main one is just up north in the Twined Wood. Another's just west of there, in a tower. Another east, in a cave. She's broken her oath, and I'm trying to find a way to uphold mine.
To which oath you refer to?
To watch over the garden. It is this that keeps us bound to the Tusks. Our oaths are mortal matters.
Traditionally, if a warden's oath is unfulfilled, their spirit lingers until another warden sees it completed. Or so they say.
So it is. And if one of our own breaks an oath, well, I'd be breaking another oath if I speak much more to Marius. But you get the idea.
Can you talk to her? Is there no other way to resolve this?
All I want is peace with her. But our talks, such as they were, have totally broken down. Whenever I approach, she just tells me to stay away from the land beneath her banners. And after her raid, after our skirmishes, I don't see how we can talk anymore. But would you be willing to talk to her? You are an envoy, after all. I'm sure you've defused more complicated situations.
Well, last time I did, I sort of slaughtered half of a people, but yeah. Oh, hello, Drillian, how you doing? Oh, whoa, you say, huh? Alright, well, what terms will you accept from her?
I have no demands except that she stops attacking us for treading near her camps. But she says she won't stop until they can all leave. And I can't grant her passage out of the Tusks. She has no duty out there. Nor can I grant her one. I don't know how to break the stalemate.
Oh.
But I'll quit talking your ear off. Thank you for indulging me. If you see Amalia or any of her camps, I hope you can get through to them.
Yeah. You're sick? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sick, but I'm okay. I'm out of the desert region. This is a very volcanic space called Galawain's Tusks. I just got here. Decided to immediately turn off the beaten path and go around here instead of just following the path forward. So that was cool. But I'm up here now. gives you major Elder Scrolls vibes. You know, the volcanic bit does remind me of Morrowind. Oh yeah, here's the entrance. I was just here. It was kind of funny. There were some prisoners here that were complaining because they hadn't been fed. They were complaining to the jailers, and I was like, you should feed them. And the prisoners were like, hey, fuck off. Stay out of our business. They don't want filthy humanoid help. Morrowind, there was a place in ESO that you can't recall. I mean, it was... It does also remind me a bit of one of the Oblivion planes. Yeah, the prisoners said, hey, mind your own business. We don't need your help. Fuck off. Stuff like that. But also, like, there are the Morrowind zones in Elder Scrolls Online that have the same volcanic stuff going on. Like the island of Vardenfell, which was the setting of the Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind expansion, and the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind had a big-ass volcano in the middle. Party camp. Everyone has something to say, except for Yatsley, which is great because her face is still kind of bugging out. Hey, Marius.
Envoy, last time I was here, I was fully convinced I'd never be back.
Is it gonna be a problem?
For who? You? No. Me? Maybe. I left Solace under the cover of darkness, through an exit only me and a friend of mine knew about. More importantly, I left without permission, which means I more or less exiled myself.
What drove you to leave Solace?
You'll see when we get there. Solace isn't the most welcoming place, even to those who live there. Anyway.
Alright, well, how do you feel about this place?
What do you want to talk about?
What can you tell me about Solace and Galawain's Tusks?
Solace is a walled keep that has stood basically unchanged for centuries. The Pargrunen there think the walls are indestructible, which tells you a lot about why they don't like to leave. Instead of laws, they have traditions that date all the way back to the founding of Solace. Violate these traditions at your peril. I say it's the safest place in the Tusks, but don't get me wrong. Growing up there was not easy, and leaving was even harder.
Oh, that's unfortunate, bud. You have any tips for surviving here?
I promise you've never spent time anywhere like this. I have tips that might even be news to you. First rule in Galawain's Tusks is to be grateful for every breath. The air itself is poisonous here, if you breathe enough of it. Don't overexert yourself, and keep your heartbeat slow. A wet cloth over your mouth and nose will help. Remember that this place wants to kill you at all times. Act like your every step is putting you in danger. And make sure to clear your eyes, ears, and nose every now and then. Ash builds up faster than you'd expect.
Well, he's got to catch them all. You heard anything interesting out here?
Nothing I can think of, no. You know as much as I do at this point.
Okay, that's it.
Changing the subject?
You know what, let's talk about you.
Ask away.
Because you were throwing a fit earlier. So, I understand you grew up here?
Yes, I did. The less we talk about that, the better.
Oh, well, that was quick. Alright.
Thank you. Not everyone accepts that some things are best left in the past.
You don't seem too fond of mysticism, magic, and religion. Why is that?
Oh, you noticed. I don't know. I've heard stories all my life about the gods and magic, and they never seem to do any good for anyone.
Oh. What stories have you heard that turned you away from mysticism?
Almost all of them. Andra pulling down the moon to destroy civilization. The Godhammer bomb. All that stuff down in the Deadfire. No one as fickle as those gods seem to be should ever be put in charge of reincarnation, I tell you that.
I like how Deadfire is always mentioned in such vague terms. It's kind of funny. Actually, what do you have to say about that?
I don't know how you missed it. The god Aethys woke up one day and decided to stomp his way across the world. Imagine an enormous, unstoppable statue destroying everything in sight. I heard he wanted to destroy the wheel and end reincarnation forever. I wasn't there, but it all happened just a few years ago. Strange you hadn't heard of it.
No, I wanted you to say something specific, because that was the plot line of Pillars of Eternity 2, and I was hoping maybe you'd have some specifics about which ending was canon or something. I don't know. I read about the Godhammer bomb. What about Andra and the Moon?
Basically, the goddess Andra wanted a civilization dead, so she pulled down the moon to do it.
Majora's Mask
They say
ass.
Abidan shattered the moon to save the people, and then threw himself in the way of the largest shard. And for his interference, Andra built Abidan a statue as a tribute. Huh. Makes no sense at all.
I see your point.
Right. More trouble than they're worth, if you ask me.
I mean, your wilderness abilities would probably seem like magic to other people.
I'm sure they do. You know better, though, I'd wager.
Yep.
It's just Pargrunen wilderness lore, developed over the centuries in Solace. Tricks, traps, gadgets, nothing more.
Neat.
But hey, if people want to think it's magic, then go ahead. I'm not going to bend over backward just to seem internally consistent.
Yeah, well, I think it's a necessary evil. I just have to accept that.
Well, you asked, I answered. Feel free to cast all the spells and cry out to whatever gods you like. I won't stop you.
Yep.
Just don't expect me to join in.
Hell yeah. So, apparently something concerned me about the way you handled the situation in the Grinning Balrog.
Oh? Do tell.
Did you really poison that drink, or were you bluffing?
No, I didn't poison that drink. Even the rankest Nimdude walking doesn't deserve that kind of death. They clearly heard about my reputation and thought I'd do something like that. Question is, why would he drink from that cup?
Trying to impress you, I think.
Yes, wanted to be the big man. Pride is one of the best ways to deliver poison. If he was a real hunter, he'd have studied his target and known what I was capable of. Lucky for me, he was just a tourist in need of a good reminder.
Do you get people walking up to threaten you a lot?
More often than you think. Someone's always trying to get a reputation by going after people who have one. Turns out those of us who have a reputation sometimes came by it honestly.
Wow. You got upset when he mentioned Solace.
We've already talked about this. I hope this isn't going to be a problem.
No.
Good.
Okay.
What do you need?
That's all.
Right. Changing the subject. What do you need?
What do you think of our companions?
Let's make sure they're not listening. We already talked about Kai. Did you want to know about Giada or Yatzli?
Ooh, I like the way he said. I imagine you have opinions on Yatzli.
I don't know. Things have changed a bit, I guess. She's not so bad. I mean, she's loud and impulsive and always trying to get herself killed, and she keeps saying things to get a rise out of me, Envoy. But joke's on her. No one's gotten a rise out of me in years. But other than that...
He's got erectile
She'd
dysfunction.
be sweet, too. When she's not introducing me to a new word for my oak and acorns.
Oh. Oh, we can't ask about Giada now? Oh well. Alright.
Thanks for talking.
Yeah. Hey, Kai.
Drawatayans love to boast about how barren and rugged our homeland is. But we've got nothing on the Pargrunen living here.
Hold, please. Oh man, the thing isn't working the same. Am I gonna have to actually, like, go on the dang moderator view? Because I used to be able to just right-click a name. I don't need this. Ugh. Well, yeah, that is the thing. It's just I'm using, like, I was using that OBS Stream Elements plugin, and I was able to I used to be able to right-click the name and just drop them, but now it's being obnoxious. Could always knight you. I don't know how to do that right now. There we go. Had to open up the damn moderator view on my web browser. Look, I don't do this very often, okay? I mean, I've never done that part, I guess. Bleh? Is that it? Probably. Okay. Alright. I'm alive. They don't always make it easy, honestly. Yeah. Galawain's Tusk has a certain austere charm.
I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw, day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever leaving the Tusks.
I did tell you that, didn't I? Must have been drunk.
I'm all for pulling together, but that's just oppressive.
Is there something I could do here? See, now I'm bothered by it because I liked being able to quickly right-click a thing and just click ban. Alright, that's weird. No one could survive here without cooperation and mutual sacrifice. But also, we've already had, like, those prisoners who got arrested for trying to abandon the Tusks. But anyways.
It's about the walls, really. Big, massive, ancient walls.
What's the point of all that if it's not making everyone's lives better somehow? Ravatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil, the lands never supported us easily. So many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We explore the world as soldiers or as part of a trade mission. We venture out. We're encouraged to.
Also, I didn't properly acknowledge the rock dwarf comment from earlier because I was trying to deal with banning someone, but I appreciated that. Anyways, he's talking about Ravatai. Hell, I was kind of half paying attention. Constant terms of rocky soil, land never supported you. Yeah, Ravatai was always expanding, though. How many of you actually go back, though?
Not everyone, of course. But Ravatai is hardly a dying country. Everyone in the Living Lands faces struggle. But people choose that, and usually to escape something worse. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely.
You never been here before?
Never. The Pargrunen of Solace are notoriously suspicious of outsiders. Though, from the looks of this place, Solace's real concern has got to be keeping its people in, not keeping the rest of us out.
Alright, goodbye.
We'll be covered in ash by morning.
Oh, there you are. Hey.
We're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp. All we need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown.
We've done it before. We'll do it again.
Your confidence is refreshing. I almost hate to ask, but are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious.
No, I'm comfortable with the unknown. They're a cool set of Pokemon that are all shaped like letters.
You've certainly faced it enough times. I believe, for the first time in ages, that I am not afraid.
Boo.
I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement. But deep down, I was afraid. Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential.
Ooh. Earlier you were worried you'd taken a wrong turn with Animancy.
You've been paying attention. Since we met, everything I believed has been proven wrong. That the island can be controlled. That I alone can fix it. Even my parents. Gods. They really had no idea what they were doing. Just like me.
They probably felt the same pressures you did.
And look how that turned out. I'm so tired of being afraid. I need to accept my limitations or embrace them. Even if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. And for the first time, it's fine. Perfectly fine.
Not that you needed to hear this from me, but you are allowed to be wrong.
You're right. I don't need permission. But that doesn't mean it's unwelcome. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these little moments.
That's it.
Pleasant dreams.
Yeah.
Gods. Anyone else finding it hard to breathe?
Oh dear. Focus on something else, dear. Like how terrible the tusks smell.
We're here. Stay with us, Marius. The feeling will pass.
Right. I'm alright. It's like I'm being chased by something I can't see.
We're here, Marius. You're safe. The only thing chasing you is yourself.
Ah, gods. I'm the last person I'd want to be chased by.
I'm good at it! Oh man. Is he panicking or is it just the toxic air? It's hard to tell. And is it considered abuse if I keep having him specifically tag along because he's from here? I just feel like he has the most interesting dialogue. He would have the most interesting dialogue. Oh god, speaking of.
Schemes in the dark. The mountains shift in unknowable shapes.
I'm sleeping on a rock. What's eating at you?
The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place.
Seems to bring out the worst in its residents. Everyone here's kind of a dick.
Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake.
I realized what this reminds me of. There was an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation called Darmok, where the crew of the Enterprise met a race of people that spoke entirely in metaphor. And that's what this whole thing has reminded me of this whole time. This bothers you a great deal, doesn't it?
Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this?
I've been tempted, but I stood firm.
A bulwark unshaken. Why?
Well, I'm nothing without my principles, I guess.
Oil in a lamp. It burns to sustain itself. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break?
We have to trust each other. Not everyone's a potential enemy.
Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
I do what I want. Let me enjoy my rock bed. Swear to God.